Hey, Obama, what are we doing today?
Hello, Donald. Just setting up the tier list. We're going to be going over all the Spider-Man movies today.
Oh, that's just fantastic. It's about time we finally settle what the biggest...
Sorry, 1 second. I need to call Joe.
Every goddamn time.
Huh? Who is this?
Wake up, Joe. We're doing another tier list.
Oh, biscuits, I'm getting on.
It's about time, Sleepy Joe.
Sorry I'm late, fellas. What tier list are we making today?
No problem, Joe. We're just going over all of the Spider-Man movies today. All right, boys, let's start with Spider-Man 1 from the Raimi trilogy. Solid A tier, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Pretty sure it's S tier, but whatever.
Then we have Spider-Man 2.
S
Tier, great villain, great plot, and thematic payoff.
Wow, I'm glad we found something we can all agree on. Okay, Spider-Man 3.
D for dog shit.
Sorry, the hell did you just say? Sure, the third act wasn't great, but...
It was terrible, Joe. That movie couldn't decide whether it wanted Venom or Sandman or New Goblin as the main villain, so it just threw all of them together.
He's got a point, Joe. The movie was a bit of a mess structurally.
Maybe it got a little bogged down at the end, but...
Terrible movie, Joe. The guy playing Venom didn't even look intimidating.
Hey, now, I thought he was pretty tough looking.
Joe, he literally used to play Eric Foreman in That 70s Show. He's the last person I'd consider intimidating. Anyway, we'll put it at C tier. It was pretty mid.
Malarkey.
It was trash, Joe.
Okay, now for The Amazing Spider-Man.
Brilliant. Brilliant writing, brilliant acting, genius movie.
It was fine, I guess. Garfield's Spider-Man was pretty funny.
I'm inclined to agree with Joe. Andrew Garfield did a nice job with this iteration of Peter Parker, and Emma Stone did well as Gwen Stacy too, in fact. Although...
Come on, Obama, just put it in S tier already.
S tier? You really think it's as good as Spider-Man 2? It's B tier at best.
Look, Joe, this was a great movie. Everyone's been saying it for years.
You hearing this shit, Barack?
Yeah, S tier is a pretty spicy take. The Lizard was an okay villain where Doc Ock was an incredible one. It's going in B tier.
Thank you.
Fuck both of you.
You okay, Donald? You need a burger or something?
Fuck you, Joe.
Okay, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Pretty underwhelming movie.
Underwhelming? Are you asleep again, Joe? How can you watch that clock tower scene and say that?
How could I say that? Oh, I don't know. Maybe watching whatever the fuck that goblin transformation was.
Yeah, the Goblin was definitely shoehorned in toward the end. Not to mention Electro's motivation was pretty thin, as was...
Please, they're goddamn villains. They don't need some sob story.
Whatever, just put it in
D tier, Joe? Are you fucking brain dead?
What, you think it's some masterpiece?
I think it was a tragedy the critics didn't appreciate this movie. And I think it's a shame the web movies ended so soon.
Oh, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you, Mr. One-Turn?
The fuck did you just say, you senile old ghoul?
Listen here, fatso.
All right. Both of you calm down. Joe, apologize to Donald.
Donald, I'm sorry for saying those things.
Donald, apologize to Joe.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, Joe.
Good, that was good. I'm proud of you both.
You do look like a ghoul, though, Joe.
Do you ever...
All right, moving on, we have Spider-Man Homecoming. I think we can all agree this is an easy S tier.
Hell
Hell
no.
no.
Also, when the hell did you put Amazing Spider-Man 2 in D tier?
Well...
Put it in C tier, Obama. You two were whining about the same problems Spider-Man 3 had.
Okay, fair enough.
Fine, but put it below Spider-Man 3.
All right, now you chuckle fucks. Explain to me why Spider-Man Homecoming isn't S tier.
All that modern pop music they love to put in those movies, for one. Also, we never even saw Uncle Ben, not a single flashback.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Joe's right. It was mediocre.
Mediocre, really? Walk me through that one, Donald.
Iron Boy Jr. was pretty disappointing, Obama. Very disappointing. Had his suit handed to him. Did whatever he could to please Tony Stark.
Yeah, Iron Man was an important mentor to Spider-Man. It's called integrating the story into the larger universe, Donald.
No, it's called neutering what we loved about Spider-Man, Barack.
Look, it's definitely at least A tier.
No, Obama, it's C tier. It was a very safe and very disappointing film, I have to say.
You don't mean that, do you?
Okay, we can put it in B tier. It did have some very well-acted scenes with Michael Keaton.
Fine, just for you, Obama.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Next up is Into the Spider-Verse.
S tier, love the colors and animation.
Fantastic movie, S tier for sure.
I couldn't agree more.
Hold on now, it was good, but I don't know if it was better than Spider-Man 2.
It definitely was, by all metrics, in fact.
Yeah, let's face it, it was.
Next up, we have Spider-Man Far From Home.
Another disappointment. This movie was just another Iron Boy Jr.
Are you serious, Donald? You don't seem to understand.
What was it you said, Barack? Better by all metrics? I looked it up, and Spider-Man 2 grossed $789 million compared to $384 million for Into the Spider-Verse. Sounds to me like Spider-Man 2 is better.
I'm impressed you found Wikipedia, Joe.
Didn't ask, Donald.
All right, Joe, let me be more specific. Into the Spider-Verse surpasses Spider-Man 2 on the metrics of music, visuals, and well-written side characters.
How dare you insult Elfman's score?
Yeah, very weak take, Obama.
All right, fine. I'll put it below Spider-Man 2. Now, thoughts on Spider-Man Far From Home?
Brought a tear to my eye, and not in a good way.
It was terrible, just terrible.
Okay, maybe it wasn't the absolute best.
Once again, the Stark worship made this movie just weak. So weak.
This again? Tony Stark is a highly influential figure in the MCU. Of course, his death would have an impact on Peter.
I wonder what other father figure that died could have had a similar impact on Peter. What was his name again?
I can't tell if that's sarcasm or if Joe actually forgot.
Shut up.
Okay, Look, Tom Holland's Spider-Man doesn't exist in a vacuum like the previous two. I thought this was a good use of Stark's death to push Peter's development.
Barack, why do you love Iron Man so much?
RDJ is an incredible actor, and I loved his character. Sue me.
Oh, yeah, I like RDJ, too. By the way, you ever heard of the movie Tropic Thunder, Obama?
Oh boy, here we go.
Nope. I know you're baiting me, Donald. No. Okay, yes, I saw it, and it was problematic, but ultimately the movie was a satire. Anyway, since you both clearly hate this movie, let's compromise on C tier.
The bottom of C tier.
Agreed.
Fine, whatever. Last, and I swear to God, it better not be least Spider-Man No Way Home.
I enjoyed it. They did a good job bringing back the old favorite.
Yeah, it was genius bringing Andrew back, giving him the respect he deserved.
Wow, that's good to hear. Yeah, I thought they did great bringing Holland's development to a close. The movie had a lot of heart.
Great team up at the end, too.
Fantastic fight scenes.
Yeah, I really think No Way Home did a good job, not just bringing these different Spider-Men together, but bringing all of the fans together, old and new.
Wow, like how these tier lists bring
Okay,
us.
you old buzzards, yes, it was a good movie.
All right, so definitely S tier, right? Guys?
Wasn't quite that good.
Didn't do enough with the lizard.
Fine, top of A tier. All right, there's our list. Same time next week, gentlemen?
Yep.
Sure, okay, I'm going to go dunk on some noobs in Bed Wars.
Oh yeah, I'm playing some Battlegrounds if you want to spec, Barack.
Sure, sounds great. Let's hop over to Gamer Voice.